I guess where I come from, mate, everybody knew how to fight. So I've been doing it all my life. You know, like I played football, I played rugby league in the Canterbury district, Canterbury district. I would say in those days, you know, like there probably would hardly be a game that we played that a fight didn't break out, and then, you know, probably one every 3 or 4 games there'd be a brawl, a massive brawl. It was sort of like, I guess, to some extent, second nature. I mean, you couldn't go on the football field, for example, and, you know, not have a crack because they'll pick on you. I had a great mate called Gary Stanmore. He got me into the boxing when I was a young bloke. I think it might have been 19 or something like that. I started going down the Wollongong Police Boys in those days. We get straight into training. There's no ifs or buts. Everybody's doing their best. Even if you're sick, you still turn up. You don't whinge. That really appeals to me. I mean, I live in this rarefied atmosphere of corporate world. You know, TV. And you've got to re-establish yourself and get your feet back on the ground, and that's what boxing does that for me.
Well, look, there's no doubting there's a mismatch. You know, Danny's younger, bigger, stronger, more experienced, but, you know, Dad's pretty tough. He's been boxing his whole life, and I think, you know, when he sets his mind to something, sets a challenge for himself, in my experience, he's usually succeeded.
Use his weight. But if I'm in here and I'm landing on you like this, that's it, you just use my weight. He's extremely competitive. He doesn't like to get beat, no matter what he does, whether it's skipping or doing anything in here, you know. He's put a lot of hard work in. When he come here, it was a wooden plank, but now he moves. That's just testament of how much work that he has done. So I think everyone will get a real good surprise on Thursday night. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just do what you've done with him on Saturday.
Yep.
You know.
See if I can get him back.
Yeah, if you can push him back around, but don't give him any favours.
Sounds stupid, but I actually enjoy getting hit. I like the feeling of it. I mean, it's hard for me to reconcile, but I don't mind the feeling of it. Like it's sort of uplifting to some extent. And what's uplifting about it is being able to cop the punches, and which is a metaphor for life. You know, you got to be able to cop the punches, and sometimes you got to be able to move away and throw a few back. You know, it's not just about copping them; it's about copping them, and it's about throwing them, and it's about getting out of the way, and you know, so there's a lot of metaphors in boxing for life, in my view.
Be first, don't wait for it. That's it, then double it up again. The longer you wait, the easier it is to get hit. You've got to be concerned with the experience-wise, you know, like Danny's, you know, world champion, you know, like Mark's a movie star. Being a southpaw, that's a big advantage as well. So if he uses his southpaw stance to his advantage, then he'll give Danny a little bit of a problem. I've put Danny through the pads on quite a few occasions, and I know how hard he hits, so no, I'm glad it's Mark and not me.
After workout, I'm not as nervous as I was. A little bit nervous this morning, woke up thinking about it because it's this week, so, but feel good, yeah.
Why were you nervous this morning?
Oh, I'm just thinking about all the hype around it, and I'd like to perform properly, you know. I don't want to let anyone down, especially people paying to come watch it.
You keep thinking to yourself, have I done enough? Am I ready? Am I properly prepared? Oh, you know, I really should have done is had an extra run that week, or I should have done an extra couple of rounds. Being prepared is one of the most important things in business, life, whatever. And when you don't feel prepared, you lose your confidence. And if you're not confident, people will smell it.
Good luck, gentlemen.
this is my mountain climb, so I'm not climbing Everest, but I'm fighting the world champion, so that's sort of what I do. That's my Everest, and I'm doing it unassisted, no ropes, nothing. It's just me and him. Just like if you climb mountains, it's just you and the mountain.
The next official bout, therefore, it's a draw. Well done. Gents, before you go anywhere.
I think when people write these books like this, I mean, I find it wussy. I really find it like miserable, and it's a good way to write a book and get people's attention. That's my view on it. I mean, I'm one of the corporate Johnnies, right? All feedback's important.